Hello, my name's Jorgen from Strauss. I'm a professional photographer. I've been in the game for probably sorry, can we retake that?
No.
Oh, single take. Okay. Yeah, I'm a professional photographer. I've been in the game for quite a while. I've been doing this for around probably I'd say 3 weeks. So it's been a pretty big journey for me, pretty long journey. I've learned a lot of things since I got this camera. Today I'm just going to be talking about a few techniques, a few do's and don'ts of photography that I see a lot of amateurs do. I'm here to help you guys out. There's a lot that you guys can learn from me because I'm a professional. I've done a lot of high flying gigs. I did my auntie's birthday party, 60th birthday party last week. So, I've done a lot of different things. With my photography style, I'm all about finding beauty in places where people don't usually look. So I try and accentuate the ugly things in life, like sunsets and rainforests and mountains, places that people don't usually look to find beauty. That's just what I'm about in my photography. It's like what I bring to the masses. It doesn't really matter where you are, like time and place. It's all about the gear. Everything that you do in photography is about the gear. I paid 2K for this body. I paid 3K for this lens. If you don't have that sort of gear, you're not gonna take a good photo. One thing I tell the people who like to do shots of flowers and nature, I say if you don't have a good enough zoom, you're not gonna get the close enough angle. You gotta have the good zoom, else you won't get close enough to the subject to get the real beauty behind it. When I talk about the zoom and the aperture and the focal length and the exposure, it's all stuff that really comes into it, and you'll see that in my photography later on. You'll notice, I put that much exposure and that many apertures in the certain, frame, and the subject frame, and then also the horizon subject frame. So yeah, you'll notice that with all my One thing about photography that you'll hear a lot of photographers talk about is called chasing the light. So you really got to chase after it. You got to get tactical with your photography. Sometimes you literally have to chase that light, and it can get rough. But you just got to work through it. Also, another thing you'll do when you're out there in the wilderness taking photos, you get yourself in very precarious positions. But if you don't get in those positions, if you don't put yourself at risk, you're not going to get the shots. You got to get out there. You can't just sit at home try and find beauty in your lounge room. Your cat's not going to get you 100 likes on Instagram. You got to get out there and you got to get the shots yourself. You got to put the effort in. I don't waste any time with my photography. The way I see it, my SD card has a limited amount of space, and I need to utilize every single piece of that space. So if you see me taking a photo, unless it's a photo of you, you better get out of my way, because every single photo I take is a professional shot. I don't deal in throwaway shots. If it's not worth taking a photo of, I don't waste my time with it. I don't bother with post-production, light theater, whatever it's called. It's just a waste of time for me. I just upload it straight, get the Wi-Fi straight onto my phone, straight onto Instagram. Everything else is just a waste of time. You don't need that. And for me, yeah, every time I take a photo, it's a photo worth keeping. It's a beautiful work of art. And I just blow it up on canvas and just sell it. Nothing crazy. Last shot I sold probably went for about 10 grand at auction. So yeah, nothing much. That's just small fry. Usually I do jobs for big companies. I make a bit of fair buck, but I sink it all back into my gear. Yeah, that's a bit of a point I'll teach you guys about. Taking a professional shot, a real professional shot. If you look at the back of my camera, which is a Hasselblad, 50K or whatever, throwaway money, sink it all back in. You can see all these buttons. You can see all these buttons everywhere. I'll give you a quick little hint. You don't need any of it really. On the top here, it's got a green thing. You just click it over to the green one. On the lens, you can see there, it says AF and MF. Don't even worry about MF. I haven't even translated that from Japanese because it's a Japanese camera. I haven't even translated that yet. You just flick it to AF, which translate roughly to awesome photo, and you just get out there and take shots. You know, you just put it on awesome photo mode, and it's easy. They can't really spell English very well over there, so understandable. Yeah, you just chuck it on AF. Every shot's a good shot. Every shot's a good shot. Take a photo of the wall, just the white wall. That's minimalism. Easy. If it'll focus. Like, know what I'm saying? Yep. That shot, easy. Minimalism, you'll see it at Goma next week. I specialize in portraits because I'm just a people person. You know, I like to go out every day and find people out in the streets, you know, the urban jungle, take beautiful shots of them and give it to them. And they honestly, every time I do, they cry because they just don't see themselves in that sort of beautiful way. And it's great. For the small fee of like $20, I can just show people how beautiful they are. My name's Jorgen von Strauss, professional photographer for Canon, and that's my story. Yep, I got it.